Hello chatboxes out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my weekend. On my Saturday I got up ready for work. I got showered and changed, had some breakfast, had some toast and a cup of tea, and was listening to a bit of music, watching some vlogs and TikToks. My dad was sorting stuff around the house, mum was asleep still, my older brother was on his Xbox, younger brother was at his, younger sister up in uni, older sister at hers. My dad then dropped me off to work. I got myself a drink from the corner shop just before work. I then got into work, got clocked in, put my bag and coat away, and I had to put my hoodie back on again as I had to go off to Aldi to get some bread for kitchen. And then got back to work and was running food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and it was pretty busy. I was wearing my work shorts because they said it was supposed to be sunny, but it was pretty cold and pretty gloomy, but he said that it was supposed to brighten up towards the afternoon. And I was chatting to some of the regulars, and lots of the customers were loving the refurb, and I especially love table 11, which is the new sofa area we have. The seats are so comfortable, and I then was just doing some drink making, polishing cutlery, putting clean plates and cups away, and I managed to end up falling over and cutting one of my knees during one of the busiest parts of my shift, which was not great timing. So I literally ran round the back to my bag and got a plaster for my bag and literally smacked it on, like whacked it onto my knee, and then just carried on for my shift. And it then calmed down a bit. It was like in waves, so it would be quiet then busy, quiet then busy. There was 7 of us on shift, so it meant there was an army of us, which meant it went quite well. And it was busy but also calm, so it was like a nice like mix, which was good. And I finished at 3. I clocked off, got my bag and coat, and I was so happy for it to be finished because my last hour of my shift actually dragged. I thought I was never getting out of there. I decided to walk out as the sun came out and lovely blue skies, and on the way back I went off to Tesco's and got myself some lunch from there. Obviously I've got some flower sets from the flower section from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely flower snaps, lovely colours. I especially love the sunflowers. I love sunflowers so much, they're so beautiful. I then saw one of my family friends in Tesco, so I was having a nice catch up with her, and then I made way back and I got pudding for us as we were having a barbecue. I got back, got changed, watched a bit of TV, listened to a bit of music, wrote a bit of my journal, sorted out my Bluetooth doll, and got a really cute mirror selfie in front of the mirror in the spare bedroom, and my hair was looking great, which is good. Always absolutely having a good hair day. And then my older brother was getting ready for the barbecue, getting that all set up, and our family friend came over. My older sister then came over, and my grandma came over, and my younger brother and his girlfriend came over, and my older brother's girlfriend was down to stay for the weekend, so I was having a nice chat with her. And then we had our barbecue, and my older sister had done a lovely spread for the barbecue, and I want to show you guys a photo of that now. So good, and I was so hungry, so I was very excited to have this barbecue. I've been telling all my customers, all my staff about this barbecue, and it was so worth it. And I went and sat outside and had my food, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the barbecue food I had now. Love a good barbecue. Sunshine always calls for a good barbecue, and we all sat outside having our barbecue, had some music playing, and it was just such a lovely evening. And then my grandma went off home, and then afterwards we then tidied away, and then we had some puddings, and I had a bit of lemon meringue pie. That's the pudding that I got from Tesco's for puddings, and it was so delicious, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious. We then played some card games out in the end room, had some music playing. It was so much fun. Then my younger brother and his girlfriend went off home, and then me, my older brother and sister, and my older brother's girlfriend and our family friend played some more games, and then I called it a night, and I was getting pretty tired. And then my older sister and our family friend went home, and I then finished writing my journal, and then watched the Eurovision final. I watched the recap of all the singers and then the final results and found out the winner, and then I finished writing my journal, put that away, and then I was having some cereal, and I then watched a bit of Doctor Who and watched this film called Just Friends, which is so funny, such a great film. I then was just sorting out my doll's house and dolls and my office, as it was a little bit of a mess, and was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some stuff on Netflix. I then went off to bed, and then on my Sunday, which is today, I got up, showered and changed, ready for work, and I literally just did not want to get up. I was literally so cozy and I was just so tired, so having the shower definitely helped wake me up. I then had my breakfast. I had some cereal and was just listening to a bit of music. My dad was sorting stuff on the house. My mum was asleep. Older brother and his girlfriend are watching TV up in my older brother's room. My younger sister is up in uni. Older sister at hers and my younger brother at his. My dad then dropped me up to work. I got to work, got clocked in and put my bag and coat away, and again it was like yesterday. It was quite gloomy to start off with, and then it got quite warm and sunny, which was good. And it was me and 3 other colleagues. I think there was 4 of us on. Yeah, there was 4 of us on shift, and one of my colleagues came on shift thinking that he was going to be working, but he's not working till the evening now, so he then went off home, and I was running food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and I did my first ever loose leaf tea in a little teapot and served that to a customer, which I was very happy about. And also it was my first shift back with one of our colleagues who was away doing ski instructing in Canada. She's back for a few weeks and I think she's going back out again, so it's lovely having her down back to work with us over from Canada for a bit, and we were having a good catch up and got on so well, and she's so lovely, and yeah, we have a great team. And I showed her my pint pouring skills because I've been saying to her about how I've been getting trained on like bar and stuff, and finally got to show her one of my pint pouring, and she was very impressed. And I was like, if I butcher this now after building this up, chatting to her about it on Instagram Messenger, I'm going to be so embarrassed. But it went really well, and it was quite busy. We had quite a busy morning rush, lots of people ordering coffees and breakfast, and then it calmed down a bit, and then we had quite a busy lunch rush. We had quite a few bookings in the afternoon, and again the sunshine came out later on in the day, so we had lots of people sitting inside and outside. So I had lots of tables outside I had to clean, and inside I had a few tables I had to clean, and did some polishing of cutlery and put plates and cups away. And yeah, it was a really good shift. It then quieted down and I got to have my lunch break, and I had a beef roast, which I'm going to show you guys a photo of now. It was so delicious. I was going to have a chili dog, but instead I had the beef roast because I said about having a roast dinner after work in the evening, and my mum was like, we're having leftover barbecue food from the previous night because my older sister bought enough barbecue food to feed the whole street. So I had a roast for my lunch instead, and I sat and enjoyed that and had a fresh OJ. Love my fresh OJs. And we had a booking that normally comes in, and for some reason their booking hadn't come up on the system, so I had to literally put these tables together quickly and sit them down on there, and that and I sorted that all out, panic over, and they had a few food and drinks and then went off, and then we had a few more other bookings that came in, and then it calmed down a bit again, which was good. And I definitely loved that roast, it was so good. And I then sat and let my food go down. I then continued on with my shift and was just running more food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and I saw and chatted to some of the regulars, and then I finished at 5, did 9 to 5, clocked off, got my bag and coat, and I then got picked up by my dad. We then got back from being picked up from work, and I then was just watching a bit of TV, just a bit of music, wrote up my journal and sorted out my Bluetooth doll and did some colouring in on this colouring app on my phone, which is so therapeutic. And my older brother went off for a walk, and his girlfriend had just gone home after staying for the weekend, and we won't be seeing her now till the 16th of June, which is crazy, such a long time away. And then I went off for a walk myself, and it started to spit a bit, but luckily it then brightened up, and I got some flower spots on my Sunday stroll that I'm going to show you guys photos of now. Such lovely flowers out and about at the moment. So great, meaning I'm able to get lots of flower snaps, which I love. I love flower photography, it makes me so happy. I then went off to One Stop and got myself chicken Caesar wraps, a Fanta, and some Belgian buns for me and my family to have for our puddings. I then got home, and my older brother got back shortly after I got back from my walk, and I then was just listening to a bit of music, doing some drawing and colouring in, and watched some vlogs and TikToks, and then I was just laid on the bed chilling, scrolling through my social media, and then my older sister came over and our family friend came over as well, and we had leftover barbecue food. I was going to have the chicken Caesar wraps I got from the shop, but I'm going to have those for my lunch tomorrow. Then we tidied away, and my older sister and brother were just marking some of my older sister's school books that she needed to mark for work. And then I had a Belgian bun that I'd got for me and my siblings. I had one of those with a cup of tea, and I always save the cherry to last, which is the best bit. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. They are so delicious. I love Belgian buns so much. Then I was just listening to a bit of music, sorted out my Bluetooth doll, did some writing, and I'm working on a short story at the moment, which is going well, and was just doing some colouring in and working on some illustrations. And I've got BGT to watch tonight because it wasn't on yesterday night due to Eurovision being on. I got my uniform ready for work tomorrow. I'm doing 10 till 3. I thought I was doing 9 till 3 like today, but I'm actually doing 10 till 3, so it's a good thing I checked the rota before I left work this evening. Otherwise I would have turned up early, so I get a tiny bit more of a line tomorrow. And I'm doing another 9 till 5 on Tuesday, and then off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which I'm happy about. Cannot wait. It's supposed to be really nice up until Friday, and then Friday's supposed to be a bit showery, and then the next day it's supposed to be nice again. So yeah, at least I'll be able to get out and about for Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday I'm going to go with my grandma to see my grandpa in hospital, then maybe go to the garden centre, and then Thursday I'm planning to go for a coffee catch-up with my colleague and then get some Town's Castle photography, and me and her are probably going to go for a little stroll, and she's my personal photographer, so she can get some nice candid snaps of me around the castle. And yeah, she's such a ledge. I'm working with her tomorrow. I was supposed to be working with her tomorrow, but she's covering for one of our colleagues, and me and her get on so well, and love going for little strolls and explores, and hopefully I won't fall over like I did last time. Always so clumsy. That's why I always have plasters in my bag, because I'm always forever falling over. And then I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who, and I saw the new Doctor Who trailer for the 60th anniversary episodes, which look absolutely amazing. I'm now off to go play some games with my siblings. We've got these original game of pairs that my dad has, which my dad has found, and we were going to try play Soy, which is such a great game, but my dad can't find it, so we're going to be playing that instead. And then I'm going to be watching Britain's Got Talent, and then probably just going to chill for the rest of the evening, and then probably going to head to bed because I'm absolutely knackered. And yeah, I hope you guys have all had a lovely weekend, all have a lovely week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog very soon. Bye.